Good morning. Right, I'm back home safe and sound after the debacle that was yesterday. So as you can imagine, it was a very frustrating day. I tried to keep my chipper up for most of the day, but yeah, it got very tiring by the end, and we managed to get home back to Leicester by about 8 o'clock, I think it was, 8 o'clock. So the hire company came and picked us up from Tesco's at about 5 o'clock, took us back to the depot where we had to obviously sign all the paperwork, etc, and then we got all squashed into the front of this little van, and I mean squashed. It wasn't safe really, if I'm honest, so we decided to travel back the A46 way rather than the motorway because it was really squished. So yeah, we got back anyway, so I do feel ever so tired today, and that is mainly because when you don't do much during the day, it makes you feel tired. I like to be really busy, so yeah, anyway, so I've just dropped the boys off at school and I am going to go home and have my breakfast, because I haven't had a chance to have that yet because I did get up a little bit later than normal and was just bitting and bobbing and messing about this morning. So I need to get back, have my coffee that I've left on the side, probably have to microwave it. Does anybody else do that on a regular basis? I seem to. So yeah, I'm going to go back, have my coffee, have my breakfast. I've got quite a bit to do today, so I'm going to take you along with me. I've got to go and collect the Christmas tree. I've got to go and take a present back because we've decided to get something else instead, and I've also got to go and pick up a couple of presents. So I shall see you in a bit. Right, I'm just back from the school run and I've had my breakfast and I'm just having my coffee microwaved. And I thought I would just sit down and do my advent calendar with you from Angela at Devon Threadtails. So I have actually picked it out already. So this is day 7. In accordance to our 20-day calendar, and I've already opened the link from Beyond the Pink Door. So I did that first thing this morning whilst I was still in bed, and it was a crossword today. So no, not a crossword, sorry, a word search today. So I did that whilst I was in bed, so that was really nice. Yeah, so like I say, I have got quite a busy day today. So I'm going to be picking up the tree. I've got to go out to the shops to take a pair of slippers back for James, as we found a better pair. So I'm going to be picking those up. And then I just need to pick up also another couple of presents whilst I'm there as well, which we had on order, just to save on delivery cost really. It just made sense that we did it all in the same place. And then I've just got to do a few errands around the house. I've got to clean the rabbits out again as well, because they are now a day overdue, because I was supposed to have done that yesterday afternoon when I got back. So yes, as you can imagine, yesterday obviously didn't go to plan at all, and unfortunately I didn't get to see my nan, which was really unfortunate. Because she was ready for us. Well, not that she knew, do you know what I mean? But the carers had got her ready for our arrival, which we were supposed to be there at 11 o'clock, but we broke down at 11:15. So yeah, it took all day for that recovery. Being recovered is not a quick thing, is it, these days? And it's basically because my dad's got a Range Rover Evoque, and it's a 4x4, I think it's classed as, or a 4-wheel drive, sorry. So it can't physically be pushed onto the recovery vehicle. It has to be hoisted on, so lifted. So that was the whole debacle, because trying to get somebody to come and do that and then have the hours to drive all the way back to Leicester for us was causing a bit of an issue, and also getting a hire car was quite a long time in sorting that out as well. So I am really grateful that they came and picked us up and took us back to the depot to sort the hire car out, and just to be able to give us a vehicle to at least get home. And I suppose looking at it, breaking down at Tesco's wasn't the worst place to have broken down, because obviously we had access to food and drink and toilets all day, and luckily there was those shops available so we could have a little mooch about. So my poor dad, he was the one that was basically with the car all day, but me and mum managed to get out and about. So it wasn't all doom and gloom, but obviously for the purpose of our visit, it was really sad that we didn't get to go and see my nan. So we are hoping that we are going to be able to do that next week, all being well. My mum and dad had already got plans to go down Wednesday and stop over the night at my auntie's and come back home on the Thursday. Obviously I can't do that because I've got to do the school run for the boys, so I am actually going to drive down myself on the Wednesday all being well, and to go and visit my nan, and then I will come back up and hopefully be here in time for the school run. If not, I will get Simon to be backup plan again. Just, you just don't know what can happen, can you? Obviously this happened with the breakdown, but I'm just talking with regards to traffic in general. So yeah, hopefully next week I will be able to see her. I would like to see her this side of Christmas, really, just because I'm really conscious of the fact that she's not eating and drinking, so we really don't know how quick that she's going to go downhill. My mum did show me a photo of her yesterday whilst we were on the way down there, so that I didn't have such a shock when I walked in to see her, because the last time I saw her was in May earlier this year, and she has lost a lot of weight since then, so she looks quite a lot different to when I last saw her. So seeing the photo, I was like, wow, yeah, she has lost a lot. So at least seeing that, it wouldn't have been such a shock walking into her like that, in a way. So yes, hopefully next week I will be able to see her, so fingers crossed with regards to that. So yeah, I'm going to open this then to see what Angela has given me today, and then I shall crack on with what I need to get done today, and I shall just take you along with me as and when I can. I haven't got anything really especially festive to share with you at the moment. Obviously picking up the tree is a little bit festive, isn't it? But decorations haven't been put up as yet either, because we would have usually done that the weekend just gone, but because we were in Birmingham, we didn't really have a chance to do it, and so the boys literally got the decorations down out of the loft in the garage for me this morning, bless them, so they're all ready to be put up. So perhaps over this week I will start putting those up, and hopefully by the weekend we will be looking like a Christmassy house. Yeah, so hopefully I'll have a bit more festivities to share with you as the month goes on, because I'll be baking some mince pies, and wrapping presents and getting ready for Christmas. So, it's coming around really fast this year. I don't feel like I'm as prepared as I usually am. Not that I'm ever really 100% prepared, but you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm a little bit behind this year. It's just sort of, I don't know, appeared really quick this year as well. And the boys finish really late from school. They actually finish on the 22nd this year, which is really late. And they don't go back until the 10th of January, which I think is really late as well. And I would prefer to have them off for the week leading up to Christmas, although sometimes they get really bored because they're just, like, oh, I don't know what to do, and that kind of thing. It's nice to have them at home for that week leading up, because it is a little bit more restful with regards to having to get up in the morning and not having to rush out the door, but also just to do a nice few craft activities and festive things like that. Have a wander around the village, see if they can spot all the lights and things. And I just feel like we're, it's taking us right up to Christmas, and we're not going to have that time with them. We will obviously have the time afterwards, which will be lovely, but it's just not quite the same. Anyway, I'm rambling. So let me get on with opening this present for you. So day 7 in mine and Angela's advent. Let's see what we've got. It feels, I don't know, semi-soft. Oh! So I have now got some more bias binding. Lovely. So this one is in a lovely blue and lilac colourway. Look, that really goes well with my top, doesn't it? And I love bias binding. I use a lot of it. I am actually subscribed to the Specky Seamstress Bias Tape Society because I love bias binding, and also because it is an affordable subscription as well. It only costs £6 a month, which for me is brilliant. So yeah, thank you very much, Angela, for that. Obviously you will know that I will use that. And talking about my top, I'll just share with you what I'm wearing. As you could probably guess what it is. It is a Tammy handmade Naya t-shirt, and I've got it on with the skirt that I got from the garment swap at Guthrie and Garney when it was So Brum. So yeah, I feel that pairs quite nicely together, so it's nice to have something to wear with this skirt, as I don't really have that many plain tops. And I've got on my Jazz and Wow heart earrings, which is Becky who makes those, and I love resin earrings and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. So I will love you and leave you for now, and I shall hopefully catch up with you a little bit later when I have a little bit more to share. See you later. Right, I've just come out to the farm to collect the Christmas tree, so I shall pan around the area so you can see all of the lovely trees, and hopefully I'm going to pick up a 5-footer today, so hopefully there'll be a nice bushy one for us. Right, it's all in the back, ready, so I managed to find one. They didn't have as many as they normally do, so I don't know if it's because we're a little bit later this year, or just because it's been really busy, I don't know. But this one is about a 5 foot, and usually that costs about 50 to 60 pounds, but it's one of their own, so I don't know if they source other ones from other places, I'm not really sure, but it only costs 35, which I thought was really decent price. It's not as bushy as we've had in the past, but I'm sure it will look fine once all the lights and the decorations are on it, as like I said, they didn't have as much selection as usual, but I've chosen the best one, which I think will be fitting in with our bay window in the front room. So I will show you that dressed hopefully later on this evening perhaps, because I haven't got cubs tonight, so hopefully the boys will want to decorate it with me. I put a few little decorations up this morning, but only a few things like ornamenty things and things like that. I need to get the lights up in the hallway, and like the other decorations that I need Simon's help with, so I will perhaps get him on the case when he comes home from work later. Anyway, I shall catch you a bit later on.